How's everyone doing? Yeah! No, come, whoa, that was so fast. It was like the volume just, it's like, oh yeah, how's it going? Yeah! Still got sucked in. What happened? You know, it's funny, I have 2 daughters. My eldest is almost 2.5. Actually, this month she'll be, I think, 2.5. And a few weeks ago was the first time I ever saw her get stifled. You all know that feeling. You just experienced it as a group. Like your voice just getting swallowed up. You know you want to express yourself. You know what you want to put yourself out there. You're like, how's it going? You're like, yeah. She had that. And she hadn't had it for 2.5 years. No joke. We were at my grandmother's place. She's 90 years old. Still alive, I think. I'll have to check. Hey, she might be dead by the time this comes out. Notice, even the laughter's like, is it okay to laugh? Stifled. Hey, it's okay. It's a joke. It's my grandma, not yours. So we were at her place, and my daughter was joking around, always unstifled. By the way, greatest lessons your kids will ever teach you is just what it's like to be unstifled before social conditioning kicks in. Before suddenly all the programming, what do people think? Where do I stand? Oh, I got to please to survive? Like under that age, you're going to see the most loose person ever. And you keep thinking like, okay, I know that's my kid, but what was I like? What's my version of that? It just keeps reminding you, and it is amazing. You know, of course, you teach your kids, but kids teach you so much more. So we were at her place, and my daughter tripped and fell. So she fell, nothing bad happened, just fell. And this is the first time I saw the look on her face of like standing up. And instead of usually like falling, getting up and playing, it was like standing up and looking to everyone and just like, and like almost on the verge of tears. And it was baffling. I was like, it broke my heart. I was like, oh no, social conditioning. So of course I ran up and I'm like, hey, it's okay, da-da-da. But it was a great reminder for what we all experience on a day-to-day basis. Like for me, it stood out because it was the first time I saw her experience that. I was like, what? But walk down the street, I mean, just look at the response here. We all experience it. Very few actually overcome that. Something that was programmed into you at a very young age, we rarely escape that grasp. And it's not just when it comes to self-expression. It's also when it comes to your goals, when it comes to going for what you want, when it comes to being yourself. Like notice, being very modest, how I can just walk up here, like very quiet in the back, like what's my day? I literally just got on a plane, flew down here, didn't speak to anyone. Like I am, after years of travel, the type of person who's like, headphones on, don't talk to me on the plane. Like that's my either zen or work zone. Come here, still didn't talk to anyone, like all day, didn't talk to anyone, walk up here in front, I'm here. Very few people can do that. Most people need to battle that inner resistance with building momentum. It's like, okay, I need to work my voice, everyone. I need to loosen my voice. Let me walk the crowd a little bit, everyone. I need to walk the crowd to loosen my voice. I need to build some momentum. Hey, let me jump up and down. Let me practice a few topics to get in the zone. You should need that. That should just be you. Do you ever see a kid under the age of 2.5 being like, I need to build momentum first? No. You want to know why you run out of things to say? Because there's not that self-trust. You don't think you're going to handle it. You don't think I can handle it on my own. So you start analyzing and thinking, well, how can I pre-plan it so that I don't mess it up? The original assumption is I'm going to mess it up unless. Got to pre-plan it. Guess what? This whole intro bit, including the grandmother joke and my daughter and so on and so forth, all improv. Now, if I put this out, people are like, oh, look at him improvising. People paid thousands of dollars to be there and he's improvising. That's why it's free. I love those comments. It's like, look at those saps. Thousands of dollars. Like even that assumption is like, no, it's free. My goal again is to help as many people as possible. That's why we do free events. That's why there's all those free videos online. Any product that you might get or coaching that you might join, guess what? Where does that money go? Into producing free events and free videos. That's how you help the most people. You'll see a lot of coaches being like, well, you just have to prioritize the high spenders. Those are the serious ones, the ones who invest. Because when you pay, what do? Really? You pay attention. You have never heard that before? Is everyone born past 2000? No joke. Hey, when you pay attention. So people say, hey, just screen everyone out, only get the people who pay because those are the ones who pay attention. Otherwise, you're wasting your breath. And that is actually true in a certain sense, but that doesn't mean don't waste your breath on other people. How do you find the nice balance of the two? This here. Free events, free videos, funded by paying clients. And then there's that beautiful synergy that happens between the two. So I really want you to lock into this next part because this is key. And if you want some help taking action on this, then be sure to click the link below this video and book a free coaching call. These videos are meant to spread awareness, but the real work begins when you book that call. Notice how most people would be like completely scared, not just to come up in front of a crowd in terms of, oh, what do people think of me? Am I loud enough? How do I come off? But what am I going to say? Like this whole speech today is going to be 100% improvised. Few hours of time. Back in the day, never coulda. My very first public speaking, by the way, was in LA. I came up on stage, I was with my friend Owen, and I was helping him out at the time, and he brought me up, and he texted me like, you're like, he's not there, I'm just pointing at the back, just for dramatic effect. My friend Owen, who's not here, but he could be back there. No joke, he texted me the day of. He's like, hey, I knew the event was there, I was gonna come help out. He's like, by the way, do you want to open for me? And I was like, sure. However, guess how every single part of me felt inside? No. Leave me in my comfort zone. But I was like, jump in, let's go. Okay, let's go. And this was like a few hours before, so I had a few hours to prepare what I was going to say. And I started thinking and writing down the best stuff, and it was pre-planned down to pretty much word for word. I'm going to start with this, then I'm going to say this, then insert this joke, and then wait for laugh, and then follow this, the whole thing. And I'm at the back. He comes up, he's like, I'm going to introduce you, because no one really knew who I was at the time. So like, I'm going to introduce you. So I'm at the back, sweating, been prepping these lines all day. I'm like, I'm going to say this, okay, I got this. And we like, in a playful, fun way, challenging each other. So he's like, everyone, Julien's going to come hit the stage. Just so you know, if you aren't familiar with who he is, this is the greatest man I've ever met. No joke. He is the best I've seen, especially when it comes to social skills. And what he's going to share with you here is going to beat anything that I could ever say. He's been prepping this for months, working on it, refining it. The best content you are about to hear. Do you have your notepads ready? Everyone's like, yeah, bring it. Meanwhile, at the back, I'm like, oh no. And he's like, give him a hand. And everyone's clapping. I come up front, and he stays next to me a little bit, talks a bit more. The whole time, I'm just getting shoved in my head. I'm like, oh God, everyone's staring. And I remember I spent, at the time, I still have crazy hair, but I probably spent an hour doing my hair, like everything must be refined, perfect, iron your shirt, like so micromanagey. And he's like, okay, everyone, are you ready? Is everyone ready? And everyone's on the edge of their seats, and he's like, take it away. And I froze. Now, I didn't fully freeze. I gave the speech, and in the content, it was decent. I did miss one of my bullet points, and if you've ever pre-planned something over the top, you know that if you miss a bullet point, the whole rest of the speech you're self-attacking. You're like, it's all ruined now, I missed that point, what's the point? And they're just kind of going through it, but you're just hating yourself and hating the speech and hating every part of it. But that was my first experience public speaking. And that force, that was insane. I experienced this even younger before that, when I first started working on my social skills. I used to be extremely shy. No joke. Even the, hey, how's everyone going? It's like, hey! Like, I'd be the silent person in the crowd. Guaranteed there were a few of you trying to blend in. You open your mouth, you're like, while everyone else is screaming, you know who you are. Okay? That'd be me. I'd be like that. Even younger, if there was like, holidays or whatnot, if it was Christmas carols, I'd be like, pretending to sing. I was that shy. Okay? And I put a lot of work on myself, especially in terms of, at first it was battling that force, which I'm sure a lot of you do. That's the classic advice you're going to see out there. It's, well, I'm a little shy and stifled. What are some tips and tricks? For example, as we joked about, building momentum. Is there such a thing as building momentum, yes or no?
Yes.
Yes. And through this event, you're probably going to see waves of it. No joke. I still get quote unquote better with momentum. However, this is the question you must all ask yourself. Where's your starting point? Sure, there's such a thing as momentum, but if your starting point's up here, momentum should just get you up there. It shouldn't be this drastic change where you're like transforming completely. And that's what it used to be for me. I would try to ride these highs. I'd try to spike my social state, if you will. And it could be in the form of, well, I'm going to go work on my social skills. I need a few warm-ups. I need to talk to some people to warm up first. You want to know the saddest, most pathetic way people go about this? Drinking. Right? It's like, oh, I have to go. I'm going to have a couple drinks first. That's the way they try to spike their social state. Or even sometimes in the dating world, this is crazy. Before a date, people are like, oh, well, I have a date. I got to have a couple drinks first. What? Like, why do you need that? Why? You, by default, is so stiff and constipated socially. That's it. Most people, constipated socially. Why are you not loose? What's blocking you? What's going on? And it's not about fighting against that, because anything you fight against, guess what? You're still giving power to it. Whatever you resist, I hope you know this one, persists. Okay, good. Whatever you resist persists. So that was the first part of my journey, battling it with all these little tips and tricks, and it was so much effort, and even if you do succeed, it only lasts temporarily, and you feel like a complete imposter. Anyone feel that way? Like sometimes even when you do well, you're like, well, it's not really me. Really, just two? Everyone's just crying. Yeah, come on. Even there, it's like, is it allowed to raise my hand? The biggest shift, and this is a very simple question, but if you take any notes, write this down. Instead of what now, ask yourself why. Give him a hand. Come on, that was actually good. Just because we clapped, everyone's like, I'm going to throw my pen down too. No, but this key. Instead of what now, why? Meaning, say, and play this mental game with yourselves, you were to be transported to the front. Like say I were to pick you at random right now, I'm like, come up front and give me a 30-second speech of something interesting. We can call this the TikTok challenge, right? 30-second segment, you can say whatever you want. You could tell a story from your life, whatever you want. What would be the most interesting thing you could say that would just captivate someone where the watch time lasts for 30 seconds? They would watch till the end. Okay, think about it. Do you all know what you're going to say? 30 seconds. Captivate someone for 30 seconds so that they don't scroll to the next. Now we're going to pick some people out. Are you ready? Yep. Who here is experiencing anxiety? Okay. Now, we are going to pick some people out, but that's coming. This is just a little test. You notice the anxiety boil up? Right? That's crazy. Why is there anxiety? Like, think realistically, what's the worst case? You come up and you're like, I made eggs for breakfast. It just stumbles and everyone's like, oh God. Like, what's the worst reaction? Some people laugh and chuckle and you have an epic story to share. You could leave this event and next day you're like, Mom, check, I was at this event last night with this guy and his grandma and his daughter joke, and I talked about the eggs I made and I made a fool of myself. That'd be epic. That'd be funny. That'd be awesome. That would add some spice to life. The stories, by the way, if you're like, I don't know what to say, it's not just about epic stories. Like, that's crazy. People are like, well, what are the most impressive things I've accomplished? Some of you might have thought that. The TikTok challenge. You're like, well, what's impressive? Versus, okay, impressive is one, that can captivate, but what about what's the most embarrassing, crazy, cringe thing that ever happened to me? What about sharing that? No? Those make for some of the best stories as long as you don't take yourself too seriously. And actually, by going with that, as long as it's congruent, it communicates just what I said. You don't take yourself too seriously. What's the worst case scenario? Are you going to die? No. But for a lot of people, old me included, that's what I would experience. Me before that Owen speech is like, hey, come on, Julie's going to share the best thing ever. It felt like I was about to jump off a cliff. I'm like, I'm going to die. This is my last day alive. Here we go. Is that true? No. But why do I experience that? But notice, why do I experience that? Not what now, how do I fight this? Where did this come from? At what age did this get programmed into me? Identify that, now you start getting to the cause. You stop fiddling around with the effects. Then learn how to let go of that and process that, and you're free. That's the thing. Momentum is a great tool, but it's a fighting against tool. It's an anti-self-sabotage tool. It's not a success tool. Most of the advice you see online, too, is anti-self-sabotage, not success. Here's another common anti-self-sabotage one. Step it up! Don't be a little puny pea. Do better! You're like, yeah, okay. Dan Pena, David Goggins, they know what they're talking about. I don't want no little bitches in my crowd. Value yourself. Are you a little snowflake? Right? That there, although it can be helpful, speaking to someone in a certain paradigm, is still anti-self-sabotage. Because it's assuming, okay, here's someone who is pulling themselves towards failure by default, and you need to start self-attacking to take action. It's the hustler. It's like, bad boy, do it, do the work. Bad boy, do the work. That's what most people do. That's self-attack. Step it up, you little bitch. You saw those YouTube videos, do the work. Take action. Better than nothing, but it never gets to the cause. The real question is, by default, why am I pulling myself towards non-action? Why am I pulling myself away from work? Why am I pulling myself away from having my own best interests at heart? That's what you got to start identifying. And then it's okay, once I identify that, and I'm aware of it, and it could be a million reasons. It depends on you. We all have different conditionings, different experiences, a different life. No one can tell you what it is. I cannot tell you what it is. I can give you certain exercises and processes to help you identify what it is, but I don't know what it is. And once you're aware of it and you learn how to let go of it, you're free. There's no longer that force you need to fight against. There's no longer also all of that willpower and mental bandwidth spent fighting against yourself. You can now project it forward. Notice how I said before, and by the way, this is still all improv. I said before, I'm coming up here and I'm improvising all of this. Could I improvise this if a lot of my mental bandwidth, even emotional bandwidth, was spent fighting against myself? No. I'd be too trapped in my head. Just like that very first speech. Sometimes you can overly force it, and you might see very loud people who seem charismatic that way, but it just doesn't connect with people. It's the type of people who might do a speech and they just, instead of talking to you, they just berate you and talk over you, right? It's like, hey, so this thing, and then there's this. It's like you're not even there. I'm sure you might have gone to some events like this or felt that before. It's like, it's like they're reading off a teleprompter in their mind and there's no connection. And it's just like, if you don't get it, they'll just speak louder. That's also a defense mechanism of trying to compensate, which, another side note, I did a stand-up comedy set for fun a few years ago. And I went to what I thought was an open mic with a real audience, but it was an open mic with other comics waiting for their turn to come up. So it's a small room in the back of this bar, and everyone there is waiting their turn. So they have their notes out, they're kind of rehearsing, no one's really listening, and it's known in the scene, which I did not know, that no one really laughs, you just kind of practice your bits and people come up. Now I treated it, used to real audiences, like, I'm gonna crush. And I went up and no one was laughing. And just like that, like I'm gonna crush, pause, ha 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 ha. That's what I'm used to. Technically, I'm used to even a warmer audience than a comedian, because I hope the majority of you know who I am and watch my content. So it's a warmer audience. So I was expecting a little bit less, but it was like nothing, crickets. And being modest, I was dropping gold. And no one was laughing. And I caught it, and I knew, like, oh, this is a defense mechanism, but I just rolled with it. It was a guilty pleasure. I rolled with it, where I just started speaking louder and louder and started screaming into the microphone. And this whole room of comics is like, the fuck's this guy? Like, say you're not laughing? I'm like, so anyway, and that's the joke. Do you get it? Like, you get it, right? That's the joke. You get it? Do you get it? Everyone's like, just yes, don't kill us. Go. Right? So You'll see people do that. That's like the kind of, in the public speaking space, like trying to overcompensate. And then this, and this, and this, and they try to add forced passion behind words. You're just like, oh, just not the same, okay? You can also sense in the vibe. Is the person tense? I used that word before, all improv. Constipated or loose, right? Look at everyone's body, like look at my body. Do I look constipated to you or is it just dripping out? It's dripping. It's dripping all the way out right now. Now, you can sense it. Basic tells, stiff body language, right? Hi, everyone. Welcome to the event. I hope you're ready for a really good speech. I'm here, and I'm going to try to power through with some volume. Can you even sense how the volume texture is a little different than before? Can you sense that the volume texture is a little different?
Yeah.
It's subtle, right? It's still loud. Maybe if I put my feet apart and I do this, the Superman pose, is it a little bit cooler and grounded, or do you sense a difference? Even in the loudness of the voice, is it different? Very different, right? Versus, hey, do you sense the loudness in the voice? Very subtle, okay? So body language, you'll see people like, oh, tense. Voice-wise, the constipated style of speaking is you're tense, and this all comes internally, by the way. It's like something within you gets activated, that energy, that stifleness, like, and then you try to string out some shit. Like it's like, and you're like, hey everyone! But you just sense it's kind of at you, and it's just, there's not the same depth or texture to it. And it's just not the same. Versus when you're loose, I'm actually not speaking at you. Like, right now, I am not speaking at you. My voice is actually going down, and it's reeling you in. My voice now is going at you. My voice now is going at you. Notice?
Yep.
Now, I'm exaggerating it here, too, to a certain degree. Like, I don't talk like this at home. I'm not like, hey, everyone, good morning. No. But you can sense there are these subtleties that we do pick up on, especially when it comes to communication, especially social skills. A lot of it is pre-verbal. It comes before words. Yeah, what do? We obsess with words. No, tune into this. This is what people pick up on. This is why you might even meet someone, you're like, something just felt a little bit off. Why didn't you like that person? A little bit off. It's these subtle things here. The voice and the body language are two of the big ones, but there's a lot more than that. Okay? So my point being here is don't fight this stifleness. Learn to feel it within you. Learn to identify it within you. Don't try to compensate with loudness or cool body language or even words. If I calculate what I say. No, no, no. Instead of what now, ask yourself why and identify the cause and learn to let go of it. This will change everything. This is how you set yourself free. A key saying from yours truly is the day you are no longer triggered is the day you are free. You don't have social anxiety for the most part. You're simply getting triggered. So now that you know why you can feel stuck and stifled in different situations, the next step is to learn how to stop caring what other people think of you. And for that, click on this video here, which covers this in extreme depth. And if you want to go even one step further, click on this video here, which is a live coaching demonstration where you will see the practical steps when it comes to what you learned here. You know what to do. Until next time.